Down on the everything.
I can't believe you've done this.
We will edit it out.
So Simon,
Yes.
do you think how many people are you doing YouTubing and things full time or not?
No.
Do you think that's a possibility for people in Cape Town to do it full time?
I mean, there are people who do it full time. I should stop moving out because of the mic. But the thing is that you also have to play the game, which is very, very tough on you mentally to do.
Yeah.
Because then you have to honestly go ahead and change the way that you conduct yourself.
Yeah. Well, I know there are influencers doing it full time from via Instagram, but are there people doing it like just like YouTube guys? You know what I mean? Like there's so many YouTube stars, like in America and stuff, like doing amazing stuff, getting millions and millions of views. Like who's doing that? Yeah. It is possible.
To be honest, let's see when they do it now. But then, is that the stuff that you also do want to watch? You have to think about how you have to cultivate your content, and then sometimes it doesn't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah, or if it's not natural, it doesn't feel worth it. Yeah, like it's because I would think like YouTube pays in dollars, so like it would be a lot easier for South Africans to make.
I mean, streamers earn so much fucking money.
Yeah. These days they are like you're talking to old school creatives here who used to tell their parents like, I want to be a DJ or music producer. You mad? My father like forced me to be a tool maker.
It's the same. I was supposed to do mechanical engineering, then I told him I can't do this anymore.
What do you mean? Like you make I still don't know what a tool maker does. They make spanners? Wouldn't a machine do that?
My dad is a tool maker and a boiler maker. Yeah.
Now what does a tool maker do?
The thing is, it's very, very much into a lot of different industries because it can go into refrigeration or just like your typical helping people create like, you know, riggings and all these things.
Okay, that sounds
that's why
intense.
you can be a jack of many trades.
So a friend of mine actually, he was a panel beater by trade, went to the UK and then got into that just because he was like able to use his hands and kind of understood working with metal and so on. So man, yeah, it seems like that's the way it goes.
Yeah. So like to my point here.
What's it called, like a blacksmith or some shit?
You're like an old school blacksmith.
I don't think anymore.
Those days you say something like that, and you get like you want to do something in a weird creative industry, and it's frowned upon. You're not allowed to do it. It doesn't exist. It's not a job. But nowadays there are parents like hiring Fortnite coaches for their children to professionally play Fortnite and games because they can see like the whole world is shifting.
I actually stream Fortnite when my internet's fine, but I'm also friends with lots of pro Fortnite players at the same time. They're cool hosts, but they are
not great to play against, not great to be against their team.
Nah. It's why it's fun to be on their team. But again, the disparity is that the servers are all in Europe and America. And our good pros don't even get the chance to be on that
thing. Pain, man.
Myself and Signal play with a professional Battlefield player, and also like.
Yeah, he's like in a clan, Battlefield clan. He's fucking intense.
And we are not on his level. So we've played with like pros, and it's not fun. It's taken all the fun. The pros have taken all the fun out of online gaming. Tell you that much.
Dude,
I'm getting a lot of comments here and
the
stuff.
6-year-olds.
Yeah, people are coming in. They're finally tuning in. they're checking out. So
there's nothing more demeaning than losing to a 6-year-old and then swearing the 6-year-old out. Because I do that.
Yeah, but I think the 6-year-olds and like the younger kids, they are good at the pay-to-win games, man. You know what I mean? They can swipe their credit cards and just buy the best guns and shit.
That's what you tell yourself. Are we playing games that aren't like that?
Like I play The Last of Us, right? So there's like even
6-year-olds weren't even born when that game came out.
Yeah. So there's not a lot that you can buy in the game. So what are you playing at the moment, Simon?
To be honest, I'm playing Fortnite. I still do love Call of Duty. I mean, that's just when I started my competitive playing career. But Fortnite is just fun, just to get away and just kind of like just jam with your friends, sitting in a lobby and then just talking cack. It's so much fun.
Was I explaining this to the other day? Like once you play online, you can't play a single game anymore.
Yeah,
it's so boring because you got no one to talk to.
I disagree.
No one watching the shit.
I disagree.
You play single games.
I still love my single players.
I hate it.
I still love them. What other? It's only Fortnite.
Fortnite's so basic. Why are you playing Fortnite still?
I gave Fortnite like many chances. I just can't do that fucking game. I hate it.
It's because it's a skill gap. It's the building, and that's what I find fun about it.
Too difficult.
And you don't get another chance, man.
I'm too proud. Too proud to play that game. You lose in a minute, and you have to watch the whole game.
Yeah, but he's like,
So that's-
Keaton is a coward online. Let me tell you this,
That's
bro. We
the-
played H1Z1.
No, that one's good. That's a good
And
one.
we'll be in the middle of a fucking shootout. Like, where's Keaton? The man is looting here. And then as soon as like we die, he's like, okay, cool, fuck this, I'm out. And the man fucking gets in the Jeep and drives off.
So I don't know if any of you guys heard of a game called DayZ.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it ever came out of alpha, but the whole idea is that it you living in a like post-apocalypse world, right? And there's zombies running around, or it's post-zombies or whatever. But it's like super realistic. So O's are like out there. You have to raid and gather stuff, and like it takes you ages to get stuff. So and then people started forming clans and like jacking people and taking their stuff.
Is this like a Rust?
I'm not sure. I'm not a gamer,
Is that
so
where you
I
start naked?
wouldn't.
That's
but
crazy.
but
I always take that shit serious.
it's basically on the same vibe. But anyway, so a mate of mine was showing me this, right? We're playing this game, and he's like, yeah, check it out. It's so cool. It's so realistic. And everything goes. He's like, yeah, let's just go check this building out. There might be some stuff. So he ends up going up onto this roof, and he finds like something cool. And the next thing, his screen just goes black. And like somebody crept up from behind him, flanked him, and just knocked him out. And you have to stay, you alive, but you're knocked out until you regain consciousness. Then it took him like 18 hours to regain consciousness.
Wake up in the hospital with a hospital bill that you must work off.
Pull a Keaton there.
There's a lot
Yo.
of comments going off on my phone. I just want to see what's going on.
Yeah, man.
Gaming's fun. Gaming and Jordan.
Yo,
Gaming is
hello
tight.
everybody.
Gaming is
They
tight.
asked, where's the sound? It was
Is it
7
still-
minutes
It is
ago.
still gone.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's
it's
back,
there.
it's
It's
back
there
Can't
now.
believe that.
Like,
That was Burns. Welcome to Cape Audio College. Our sound engineer Burns. Meet him.
yeah, okay. Thank you guys for telling me, like, literally, like 5 minutes into the recorded podcast that you want to go live. So let's just stop there.
Touche, boyki.
Thank you.
Touche.
Cool. So Simon, man, we were talking beforehand about like your skits and your like. Do you have sort of different personas? Is it just like, I mean, normally what it seems like this is like your everyday stuff that
I wish.
happens,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean, like your stereo. I think the first time I actually saw it was like. Everybody knows these O's in the jaw.
Oh, that's so intellectual.
So,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean. Like, where do you find your inspiration from? What's your vibe?
To be honest, it's like I'm super
Look,
like naturally
I'm
quiet.
gonna answer for Simon right there, okay? And I'm gonna say it. Us colored people, we cuck funny. And that's the inspiration. All the inspiration you need is to watch a group of colored O's, myself included in those days.
Just
Yeah,
growing
that's
up as a
really-
color.
Yeah.
So you want to hear something funny? I don't know how we would actually track this down, like to see the exact history, because you know how, like, for example, the K word has its roots in slavery, and you know where it came from, like the Arabic thing. So
Let's get dark.
yeah, of course we have to. So you know where the word Ham actually comes from. So in the Bible, right? Like Noah has 3 sons, right?
Uh-huh.
Shem, Ham, and whatever.
Is that when they say Shem?
Yeah, so maybe, but so at the end of the whole Noah Ark story, right? They go celebrate and they're all happy and whatever, and then Noah gets a bit soz,
Again.
and basically
Learn his lesson.
So basically, then the man is like lying naked somewhere, right? And
Noah.
then Noah,
What
yeah.
a boy.
After the ark.
After the ark, yeah. So after they survived,
The man
basically.
they survived.
Fucking
Like,
They
hell.
survived,
Let him
says,
enjoy. Let him enjoy.
but anyway, so the point
He was
is that-
definitely colored.
Nah, yeah, so here's the thing. So basically, then 2 of the 3 sons check him, and they're like, we don't want our father to be embarrassed. So they walk into like his tent or whatever backwards to cover him. This is how the story goes, okay? To cover him up with a blanket out of respect. But Ham was standing outside making khat of him, like laughing at him and whatever. And that's apparently where it comes from. Like Ham is always making jokes about everything. That's apparently the story.
How would you
That's
have
a- I promise you. This is like I would love for somebody to
origin of the
find
word
this. No,
Your
so
theory
I
was
got told it by like my grandfather. You know what I mean? So if there's
whole
somebody
world
that
is-
can confirm it,
The whole world is wondered, and now we know.
Is this the
It came
universe
from
we know
Noah's
landed
Ark.
at Cork Bay?
So, like I say, I would love for somebody to confirm this story. You know, like where did that nickname come from? You
That's
know
so
what I'm
funny.
saying?
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
That's cocky.
It's so random, you know what I mean? Like, it's the most random. Like,
I'm gonna Google it.
down from then. Like,
No. What I'm saying is, so like when the settlers came here and they looked at like the slave culture, just like they called people the K word, they called colored people who were always making khat this thing because that
No,
was the
you
only
remind me
character.
of-
So we were
yeah,
born
exactly.
making khat.
Noah's son.
I thought there was going to be 3 sons, and one of them's name was going to become.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
he was
it.
the Khaiji.
So,
He was the Khaiji.
so ham in, I think in like
Ham.
what?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's where it came from. So
Okay.
I'm gonna Google it while you guys talk and see maybe I can find it. But colored people don't have any like written history. That's part of the problem.
True that.
I'm
True
sure we
that.
can find historians who will know this.
I'll take it.
That was such a random story now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Can I get the 3 minutes back?
Yeah.
The answers to our roots.
A fucking roller coaster of a story.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, you were just saying
And my
like,
girlfriend
watch-
told me this podcast is a waste of time.
you were literally just saying like, watch a group of colored people and you'll see entertaining
Yeah,
stuff.
I just meant in the jaw because that's like we were the funniest
I
people
was
in the
talking
jaw.
about essential.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
things
yeah.
like my life.
The jaw was my like I that's why I like that Dockside video. If you haven't seen it, you don't watch the man's Dockside video. If you were colored, you'll get it on a spiritual level, and if you were white, you'll know it because you were probably making fun of us in the club because that's how we looked.
It was fun though. Dockside as a period in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
life. Yeah.
Someone sent me a picture of me playing DJing at Dockside this morning. Actually, that was a weird one. I'm gonna show you how my spikes looked. I was killing the game.
Did you have
Yo,
the moves and
Keaton
spikes?
had spikes.
The big ones.
Like he was the one about the glycerine.
And
He was
this
like,
is the thing is, he asked me, he's like, oh, how do you get that glycerine movement? He sent me this picture, and I was like, no, sir, it's not glycerine. It's La Pebra gel, my friend.
Yo, that's old school. So La Pebra is like the colored, like slick stuff. Are you still using La Pebra on your hair?
No, they changed the formula, sir. It's now just fucking water. That's all it is. So it don't last. It don't give you even a 10-minute hold. And then it washes out like with
But
itself,
just on that
using the moisture
glycerin
of the-
thing, did you have to get your brother
Can
to
I
help
show
you?
No, I learned my skill, bro. I could get this in 10 minutes after a while. Wait, Burns, I want to show you.
Yeah, look like a true cock-on catcher.
Did you guys ever watch?
Okay, your camera's live.
You got served.
Yes.
Do you know the white dude with the spikes? He looks like him. That
It does.
hairstyle.
Dude,
I can't
It
see.
does.
Can you see it?
you can see it. But I think a better representation is the one where you look like Mike Shinoda.
Oh, yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's the bro who bought the moves, who stole the moves.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a crazy story that reminded me of and I've been waiting to tell Simon as well because he brought all these memories back. I forgot about it. I forgot all I had to go through to get into this industry, man. So back in, I'm gonna give you a little
Would you have to give a hand
a
up
Joel
to-
history session. Okay, so I was a weird kid. Right, I had like a weird childhood. I didn't have any friends because of my weird childhood. So I was a loner. Or like and I listened to like rave music, so it was even worse for me. You know what I mean? I wasn't digging the hip hop stuff or whatever. I was listening to rave music, and it was almost impossible to find rave music. You had to go to like a CD shop and scratch around there or listen to like Derek the Bandit on 5FM.
Yeah.
Nicky
What's in
Lauda.
Derek the Bandit's
Yeah. I
box?
still have the CDs. I
Yes,
still have
yes.
the CDs. Sentimental. And I found some music, that CD stuff, some shops and stuff, and eventually we got like internet at the house. And
Modem.
yeah, modem, bro, a modem. So I got a job where I got paid like 100 rand a week to sell. This dude used to give me a box of like fake Andy man, like the Majat Andy and the Majat chick, like in like see-through bottles. So I don't know what the formula was, man.
Where did you go for the interview?
I didn't even have interviews. He found me somewhere, and I used to have to knock on doors and sell like fake chick and fake Andy to like the O's in the block, and then I used to make like $50 to $100 a week, and spend it all on internet time where you could like download music basically, and I used to like try and go to clubs, but I didn't have anyone to go, so I used to either go by myself or I had like one dude that I found that lived in my neighborhood that didn't care about the music, but it's just for him to go to a Joel. We used to hitchhike to clubs and stuff. We used to do all this weird stuff, and
Hitchhike.
yeah.
That's weird.
There is. I had no transport, no friends, no people.
but
I
hitchhiking.
knew nobody with cars.
Dude, hitchhiking was a thing. Hitchhiking was a thing in the 90s.
Yeah, you're not hitchhiking. We stand like this, but like you ask for a lift to the club like during the
That's
day.
not the hitchhiking, it's people you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
you'd ask, and then
I'm picturing
wait.
you
wait
on
around.
M2.
You wait around the club. Sorry, I apologize.
I literally used to hitchhike.
Yeah, I've hitchhiked
I
before
used
as
to.
well.
Like, cause I grew up in
Nothing wrong with it.
Ocean View, and so we'd catch a lift from Ocean View to Fisher, from Fisher to Cork Bay, because there was like always a spot in every like little like suburb. So you just ask somebody
there
for
weren't
like
as
a
many
lift.
murderers. Do you hitchhike now? You're gonna get murdered.
Totally, but also
Or you're gonna murder
there was
somebody.
more bars.
If you're a
man.
hitchhiker, you're gonna murder someone, or if you're hitchhiking, you're gonna get murdered. One of the two. So, like you'd wait, you'd get a lift like during the day, and I'd wait at until the jaw opens. Go to the jaw. At the end of the jaw, you'll find a stranger and ask them, like, where
Wait, so you got to the jaw like 3-4 hours before it
yeah.
even
When it's
started.
light, yeah, just no other way. So anyway, there was this dude. Myself and my friend, we were at like the Ministry of Sound. I was underage.
Yo, was that the gold tour at Dockside?
It wasn't at Dockside. It was in the.
The Good Hope Center?
It was in that industrial area that's close to the Good Hope Center.
Oh yeah. Culemborg.
Yes. So I was underage still, and myself and my friend, we snuck in. We got in, jawling, and this dude with another like group of guys just like started chatting to us, and they were like, let's go to another club, man. So I was like, cool, but Derek the Bandit's playing at like 4. I really want to see Derek the Bandit. He said, well, we'll be back at 4. Got in their car. It was the first time I ever like made a friend, and they had a car, and I was like, I'm fucking killing it here. This is like I'm the most popular over this jaw. And we went to another club. I don't know what was happening there. We partied there a bit. It wasn't like busy. We went back to the Ministry of Sound. The guy was like, you want like drinks or anything? I was like trying to buy us drinks the whole night or anything, but I've never drank alcohol before, so I was just like, no, thank you. So to give us a pull. We took the pull. And I was like, shit, I'm killing it. I'm taking drugs. And the pill didn't do anything. I think it was a rochi or something. But
Roaches! Jeez! So, sorry to interrupt. Like, you know how hard it is to find those these days?
I
They don't
don't,
exist.
unfortunately. I don't know why you're looking for it.
Fucking birds.
It's for Scotty.
Yeah. So then this guy, so they didn't. Derek the Bandit played and it was loving life, and then this guy and all his friends. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning now, and he was like, okay, we're gonna leave now. You can come with us. We're in another club, and then we were like, no, we were wondering. There wasn't like an international playing still like 6 a.m. This is when clubs didn't fucking close. We're like, no, we're gonna stay rather. I really want to see this international. Groove Armada with international.
Superstar.
Yeah, so that's why I can talk to you, because you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So anyway, the guy's like, okay, cool, we're gonna go, cheers, and he takes my hand and we go for like a shoulder bump, and he just grabs me and he puts his tongue in my mouth and starts fucking starts French kissing me. So this man was a 50-year-old man, and I'm a 16-year-old child. So,
Are you still in contact?
but it's so weird, man. Like for like 2 seconds, I didn't do anything because I didn't know what was going on, and then I like pulled away, and then he walked away. I looked at my friend. My friend just like looks at me and goes, ah! And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like was this like trying to like fuck me the whole night or what? Because he pulled into me and he expected me to like, and then I just pulled. And so anyway, he left, and that was the last I ever saw of that guy.
I thought it would happen again next
But
week.
then like a couple of weeks later, I used to spend my money on either records because I really wanted to be a DJ. So
Thanks for sharing though. I just want to say that like, we didn't know that.
I forgot this happened, right? I forgot this happened until I watched your video and it reminded me of it. Because
Which
What
video
video?
reminded you of this?
The video she lost nights in the
Dockside,
group.
because it was like
Oh,
that
okay.
vibe. And
One song triggered it. It could have been nine, you know. Maybe once to right.
It's always that one.
I'm thinking that colored look was attractive to like older men. So fast forward a little bit, I'm really into trying to be a DJ now, and I'm spending all my money on records at the vinyl shop, or I'm spending my money on internet time because you could buy like 12 hours, or it wasn't like data then on a modem. So it's so difficult to find like the rave songs back in the day on the internet, like the full songs you need, whatever.
And also like just downloading because you have to know which version you're supposed to get as well.
And you don't have much time either. Time is against you on the clock, and it's a mission, man. So
It's fucking tough.
During this time as well, I was playing soccer on a tarmac, and very unrelated, but I tried to do like a volley. I slipped. I hit my head like full force into the concrete. I was unconscious for a long time, and when I came to, I was in my house
And woke up, and the guy that pulled into you was there.
and basically I had amnesia, so I didn't know.
What if you're still laying on the concrete and this didn't happen?
Yes,
Yo.
parallel universe.
This is the universe where Donald Trump won.
That could be. Could be. I had no memory for like 2 weeks before that, 2 weeks after that. I hit my head that hard. So around this time is when I met this guy, but I can't remember how we met. I was trying to think of it the whole time since I remember this, and I can't remember how I met this guy, but he was also like a 50-year-old dude, right? And I was...
What is up with you?
I was chatting
Really
to
like
him.
him.
Which episode did I join you guys on?
I was chatting to him on the internet, right? And I'm like 17 years old at this
This is
point.
like MSN chat or Meagle or something.
It was MSN.
Oh my god.
And
You were really a
we're
90s
playing
kid.
old school. Yeah.
No, that's IRC.
So basically he was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" So I'm like, "I'm
What are you wearing?
I'm trying to get the club music. Don't worry, we're getting there. I'm trying to get the club music for like because I want to be a DJ one day, and I'm trying to get like club music. It's hard to find and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, you mean like this?" So he sends me like a song over MSN, and it's like one of the fucking bangers of like it's like the full version, like high quality. I'm like, "Where do you get the song from?" And he's like, "I got a connection." But here where I work, it's like fast internet all day, all night. So if you want, I can fetch you, and we can download at my work, man.
All the songs you want.
Yeah. So I was like, yes, I'll take that. When can you be here? So he came to me. I don't know if it was the same day, whatever. But he ended up coming through to me, driving me to Epping, like in the fact. This is middle of the night, like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Drive me to Epping in that factory area, right? Takes me into like a weird like factory, up the stairs. Through this big factory, up the stairs into like an office, and I remember there just being ashtrays like full of cigarettes all over. It's like it's one of those offices where I was just smoking indoors, not giving a fuck. It smelled like cuck, and there's a computer there, there's like full like internet access for whatever. So I'm like sitting, I'm going, "Boss," but he's already like pre-downloaded like all the hits for me, man. This guy was like a godsend for my career,
You
right?
could just give it to you on a CD rewritable.
Yeah, that's like. I'm sitting there downloading it, and then whenever I'm downloading, he's gone. He's just vanished, and then he'll come fetch me like later on and take me back home. No problems. And then the next day I'll come, and there's like a smoke machine there and a strobe in his office. We'll play some tunes while we...
But I mean, that's also a bit cool because you also want these things.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, smoke machine. Who the hell is
You got a smoke machine and a strobe, yeah. And I
Smoke
had no
machine
friend.
and a strobe was all you needed back in the day,
Yeah.
bruh. That
We
was
used to sit
like...
with a small one, like a handheld one, just to the jaw.
It was at 99
and it was
rand
power.
smoke machine.
Dude,
yeah.
It was power.
So I had like a tiny smoke machine, probably like about so big. And the one day I was like, also buddies in the room, whatever. I got a bit blazed, and I passed out with my strobe light on. And I woke up the next day and it burnt out. Luckily the house hadn't
Those things
caught
used to
the light.
burn out like you won't believe, bro. So then I'm sitting there. I'm going to this guy every night. I'm getting like the bangers. We got a strobe machine going. I even brought the one friend dude. I brought him with once, and he thought it was cool. And then I don't remember what happened, but one day he was driving me back home, and he pulled up. I was staying in a complex. He pulled up the complex gate, and while we waiting for the gate like to open, man, he's like, "So I'll see you tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, cheers." And he put his hand on my thigh, and he like grazed my dick, like purposefully. And I was like, God damn it! Why always this me? And so I like, and he's like a 50-odd-year-old man. He was like a weird
something
looking
about you,
guy
man.
with like beady eyes and a sunglasses. Didn't pick up the signs until that exact moment. Oh, everything hit me at once. He grazed my dick with his fucking hand, and then I was like,
So you went full Theo Von.
I was like, yeah.
I see your cock. Showman and a not interested face.
So I had to like, and then I blocked him on like MSN.
When does Chris Hansen walk out?
Yo, bro, if he was alive, I mean, if he was around, if he was alive.
So you never went back after that?
I blocked him on MSN and I deleted his number. And then, like, when he used to try and phone me, I used to like just not answer. And then eventually he stopped trying to contact me.
Sure. Thanks for sharing everything today.
I don't know how I don't know how I feel about that story, Keaton.
So I'm saying the rave scene may have bred a lot of pedophiles.
Dude, so let's be straight and let's be honest, right? I mean, some of the best.
What I'm saying is also, to be honest, if I whipped my cock out in that car, he would have either sucked it or wanked me off and I was a 17-year-old kid and he was a 50-year-old man.
That that mindset didn't really change because
I love this podcast, man. I love it.
I'll be honest though. I remember like
These young DJs can't tell me they know the struggle.
no, but that's the thing, they don't, right? So in your video, your Dockside video, you sort of referred to you put an age bracket on like who was going to the matinees or not or whatever. So I was born a bit later, so I never ever went to the Dockside matinees or whatever. So I was kind of pre-Dockside even. Like when Dockside opened up, it was like, I remember there was a stage people went like, Dockside is like the teeny bopper jaw because it's cool for the matinee, but it's not cool for older people. If you want to really into the music, you gotta go to these clubs. But there still used to be this vibe where people would look out for each other. So it was fine. Nobody got jacked, stuff stolen or whatever. But then it got to the point where, like gallery, bro, like you couldn't leave a girl alone at gallery without somebody doing exactly what they did to you or tried to do to you. You know what I mean? Like there was a seedy side. There was completely a seedy side to it. And was it the scene or was it just like Mensa taking advantage of the scene?
A lot of weird people like you have to have something differently wired in your brain to like that kind of music, I think. You know what I mean? So it's never like the cookie cutter human being that likes alternative music. That's why it's called alternative music. You know what I mean? So I think it would have attracted. We aren't all pedophiles, but it would have attracted a couple of weirdos that was we're on a level above us. It's my theory. I'm not.
That's true.
I'm not a psychologist.
Everywhere though.
Yeah. Even at the Drake concerts.
Especially at the Drake concert.
Signal,
Come
my
on.
friend. Come on, we have to do it. What is your view on that, man?
I don't believe it.
You didn't say a thing about
I don't think it's weird at all.
You don't think it's weird at all that he's messaging a 14-year-old chick?
I think he's a mentor to her.
Okay.
Is this to
and-
Bobby? What's her name?
Yes.
Millie Bobby.
Yes. Well, there's that, and then, but then, what about the video that I sent you? Did you watch the video?
Which one?
I sent you a video after that, where he's got this. He pulls up like a underage girl on, kisses her, then asks her how old she is, and then he's like
A video of Drake doing this.
A video of Drake doing it. Yeah.
What
They
you
said
got?
it's stream frozen. Did you see that?
I'll check it out. It could be that we're just dropping frames.
Daughter Simon.
It could just be that we're just dropping frames, unfortunately.
It's the perfect teaser for just watch the fucking YouTube video. You've had enough.
Through that.
Brandon said, "What the fuck, Ethan?"
I had a similar
Stuff like
experience. I had a similar experience, but like
tell us.
no one touched me.
Okay, it's back up.
No one touched
never
me.
went
but
anywhere. It's probably on their side.
Tell us it.
I was in the mall, man, and I used to work for Department of Cultural Affairs and Sports, man. So I was wearing that jacket, and this random brat just came up to me and he started talking. He was like, "Oh, I see you work there," and he starts name dropping like people that work in that department and like works for the government, whatever. Do you know him? Do you know him? I'm like, oh, okay. So he offers to buy me a drink. we go to Panarotti's there in the mall.
Okay, yeah. Later on, we're at his place.
The man buy me a drink there. Asked me, "Oh, do you want to eat?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool, man." I don't even know what I was doing prior to that, because like, I don't know if I was waiting for someone or what. But like, I spent like an hour with him, just having drinks and shit and talking. And then the man comes up with like he starts dropping hints, man. So he's like he tells me what he does in government and all the job opportunities that are there. And it's like, the problem with our colored people, man. We always like, we don't wanna work for it, or like when someone asks us to do something, like we're so quick to like just shut it down, man, and not be open-minded, and we can go far in life and whatever. So I'm like, okay, let's see what you're doing here. Anyways, I just like try and talk around this because I'm already thinking this is weird. This old bruh, I just met him.
Was he old? How old is he, do you think?
He wasn't 50. I think he was like late 40s.
Okay.
You were hoping it's 50.
Yeah. same
late-
same old.
It's the
His
same.
late 40s, man. So like afterwards, the man, like I took him to his car. Like I walked him to his car, and he's like, yo, there's this other guy. He's I don't know what in government or whatever. He is gay, and he's looking for someone, man. But don't worry, you don't have to do anything. Like you can maybe you don't have to do anything you're not comfortable with. So you can maybe just like stand there, and you can maybe just like touch you and stuff like that.
I've had the same offer.
So I'm like, what? He says, no, look, it's not. You don't have to do. Like I said, just come meet the guy. He's like, what? Well, what are you doing now? You're still there? And he's like, do you have your driver's license? I'm like, no, I don't have my license yet. It's like, okay, now we can sort that out within a week.
What a
We
man.
can sort that out for you in a week.
Should have done it.
And like, just promising the yellow cock, man. So I tell him, look,
But is his fetish because you were from that department?
Yeah, why did you start
Because
off
he's
with
strangely specific.
I'm like, what the fuck? So I take his number, man. I feel bad telling the man no after he bought me a drink.
Yes, boy.
The man bought me a drink. Least I can do is think about it. So I take his number, man. And this guy is like calling me every day, like at least 3 times a day, every day of the week. Until I'll tell him, look here, man, I still haven't decided. Like for some reason, I can't tell this man no. It's like, I'm still thinking about it. It's a tough decision. He's telling me, okay, but look, there's other people
He's a cute.
that is wanting to take this offer, man. So you need to act quick.
Yo, that's hectic.
Like you're talking
Until
about
I-
a car that's for sale.
Until I just decided to like ghost him, man, because I didn't know what to say to him anymore. Yeah, the man sends me messages. You know what? You are wasting my time. I don't have to take this from you. You are fucking rude. To put the phone down when I call. Makes me sound like I'm the weird one. Yeah, I'm definitely the fucking weird one. But and then later on he'll call again or he'll send a message.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Just answer the phone. We'll talk about this calmly.
Yeah.
I wonder if females feel the same way about dudes.
I think
You
so.
see, this is the thing, right? Like, I think a dude is a dude no matter what your orientation is, and I think the same rules apply, man. Like the same way that guys pursue women, I think is the same way that guys would pursue guys. The same
Yeah,
sort of
definitely do.
the same sort of like aggression. Let's call it that. You know what I mean? And it's like, is anybody watch the series You?
Yeah.
On Netflix. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Where that dude like builds it up in his head that this girl's like attracted to him and that he's like justified in everything that he does. You know what I mean? Where I think that's like human nature. So yeah, he's like, but he took the drinks from me, so surely he must be willing to stand there for a
that's
little
almost
bit.
like saying there's a prerequisite list that you have to check so that this person will obviously inherently have interest in you now because X and X happened. And that's stupid to assume.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like weird. It's weird.
I
to
was
think about
offered
it.
a similar thing. I was offered 6,000 rand.
You know, no,
by
I-
I won't say the name now, but I'll tell you the
I think
person.
I
And,
think a lot of people have taken that deal though.
Yeah. It's a lot of money for no work. If
This
you
man
think
was
about it.
offering me a job, like a government
I was
job.
close to taking it. 6 grand is a lot of money.
Simon sitting there
For-
going
for a
like, I
child.
don't know about these guys anymore. Why did they pull me into here today?
What have I come here for?
Yeah, well, we
Are they going to make me an offer?
RT on that. Fuck it.
Look, I've
Yeah, you guys trying to pull me into an offer at the end of this.
Do you want a recording deal, Simon? We can do like help you with your stand-up show.
I work with Monster Energy, so I perform at a lot of like the Monster Energy events and stuff, and I'm always like hanging out with the Monster Energy girls that are at the event, and I've seen like if I will walk around with them on a spot where the like it's always like a racing
Dude,
event.
tell
like
what's his name? Was it in Mozambique where it was like severe? I know where you're going
The
with this.
humper.
Yeah.
No, whenever you walk around
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
girls, you see
Yeah.
this behavior.
Tell him about the humper, man.
yeah, okay. I told Sigmund as well. I was like, so like it's always like these race fueled events with like the macho dudes. You know what I mean? It's not,
when we say race, we mean motorsports.
yeah, it's not like the Ku Klux
Not
Klan,
racing.
KKK or anything. It's motor racing. And like you'll walk with a girl somewhere, and like, you'll just hear these guys say like, "Oh, you work for Monster. I got a monster in my pants for you." like disgusting stuff.
This is
man.
weird.
And one guy like even like ran up to the one monster girl and just started fucking humping her. Like it's like a weird
that's pretty
scenarios.
crazy.
And I'm like,
No, it's fucked
no
up.
wonder men have such a shitty name like
Yeah.
with women, because like that's
Yeah.
all they see in their daily job. You know what
It's
I mean?
real,
Like,
and
Taylor.
it's weird how some people think that that's okay. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean?
They
Like,
take it as a joke. It's like the funniest thing to them. And these
So-
girls are disgusted.
so
Completely
I'll
disgusted.
never forget, like when I just started dating my wife, we actually went out to this spot, and I will name and shame them for this. But it was went to Gonzo's, right?
Concerts.
No.
way.
And
Joel.
this is when they just
Close
opened
by.
up in Plumstead.
Yeah.
Because I mean it was cool. You could play pool, whatever. And like
Nice romantic spot to
It
take the
gets
new girl.
vault, though. It does get vault inside guns.
yeah, but like I said, it was early days, man. It was super early. They'd probably been there maybe 6 months, right?
Okay.
So, and literally it was, I mean, their dance floor hadn't even really like kicked off yet. So we just jamming pool and whatever, and leaving. As I'm leaving, this bouncer like says something to her, like, okay, I won't say what he said to her, but I was just like who says that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Do you think that that's like
Gonna work.
yeah, you know what I mean? It was like one of the most disgusting things that I'd ever heard, and to the point where I was like, I'll take this bra on. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm gonna come
I'll
short,
take the ass
you
kicking.
know what I mean?
Go down swinging.
In the words of that one dude that said to Bradley outside Vibe the one day, small dude got into a altercation. He looks up at Bradley and he says to you, check here, bra. You might be cock big, but I will get in one clean shot. And then I was willing to do it, bro.
Why point at me?
Because you were telling the monster story and
That was the end of it.
Oh,
That was the end of it. That was the end of it.
Me not trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I could eat on that, though.
And it's not even a game.
No pedo stories for us there?
I don't have
Join
pedo
our-
stories, actually.
Dig deep, Simon. Dig deep.
Nobody ever came up to me and did that shit to me. It's kind of bad.
What made you get into comedy though?
I'll be back now to the first question.
yeah, like this is why we got here, man. Like, woo!
I don't know.
It's just we went.
I just wanted to have some fun. It was just like I saw what was out there and I wanted to do something. Obviously, I've done it in a few different ways. Obviously, written with colour poetry, my book, and obviously with Yasin Barnes and Kenwin Davids, I do the Talk Cuck show.
Book.
Oh yeah, it's David and the Dinosaur. It's like a children's book, but
Okay.
for adults. It's
Okay.
it's
Where
kind
can
of
we-
fun.
Where can we find this book?
I printed 50, but
Okay.
I'll actually give you guys copies.
Is there
I'm
a digital
actually-
version of it?
Yes, there is. I
Yeah.
can actually just send you the link. for
Are you
it as
selling
well.
it?
I don't know if I'm gonna sell it, man. I have this whole problem with selling things because it's cultural, and if to make money of culture just feels wrong for me. I can't with colour poetry. Let's put it into perspective. I've what's that? 54,000 people on there, right?
Okay.
Everybody says when you're gonna put the sweaters out, and all of it is just saying like, say pay or stuff that we've said all our lives. And for me, I don't find value in selling culture because it's something we've said since we were old. And now we have to wear something to toss in because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are basically saying that we are all racist.
So just on that, there's obviously a bunch of people that do that.
Yeah.
What's your view on that?
Look at
Don't put the man on the spot.
no,
you
no,
know?
no.
I'm not
That's fine.
trying. I'm not trying to, but I the only reason I ask is because I feel similar about it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't see like Americans going like, oh, we've taken back the N-word, so let's make N-word T-shirts. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They don't like. There's a difference. I don't know. I find it strange. And if people are gonna get quiet because I find it strange, that's their thing.
It's for me. It's not about that. Like I just enjoy putting out the things. There's obviously going to be people who want to make money of things, and that's fine. I mean, we've been doing this since the beginning of time. It's economics. It helps the world just turn still. Just for me, it's not something that's primarily something that I ever wanted to do. I just find enjoyment from releasing everything out there. That's all I need.
So from a artistic release point of view.
And I'll die poor. It's fine.
Did you ever?
We've all accepted that. We've all accepted that ourselves.
Did you ever do stand up or?
I didn't ever because again like I'll always like think about someone like Will Ferrell or someone, and even like Tina Fey. They don't predominantly do stand up comedy, but they're still funny. They still write. It's
an art in its own. It's an art in its own stand up.
And what Yasin and Kenny and like almost like Mark Notting do. It's really tough to do.
It's difficult. It's very
I'm
difficult.
not the most comfortable person on stage to do this.
I think you'll be good at stand up though.
I hope I would be, but thank you so much.
I think you would.
Yeah. It's tough though, and I just can't see myself there right now.
Do you like?
It looks easy though.
It seems.
It
No?
looks
What do you mean
easy.
it looks easy? How can that doesn't look easy at all, bro?
Yeah, I was. And
I've
looks
seen
easy.
people get heckled so bad.
Yeah,
the
and
like,
comedians swear their puss off and stuff, and I'm like, yo, you guys also need to calm down on that side.
So this is the thing. I mean, like, do you follow the local comedy scene? Like, do you check out comedy clubs and like, let's say somebody wanted to get into stand-up comedy. Like, where would they go? What would they do? What is the
That's easy.
What is the vibe?
And it's
Like a
easy
video.
for how to get into it because Yasin runs his own comedy startup, so people want to be open mic, and as well as Kenny does one in Mitchell's Plain. So Yasin's one is in Kenilworth or somewhere as well. So I mean, they can also just contact the two of them, and they are very nice guys.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I mean the platform is there for anybody to do it, but it's not
It
easy.
seems like how did you say?
If it's a colored crowd, it's gonna be difficult because we go out to watch you fail. Like we're expecting you to do. Like we're just waiting for that moment so we can take you for a push.
yeah.
But like, I think stand up. Like if you have a good piece of work like that you've written down and it's solid and you test it out maybe amongst friends, you can. It will be difficult if you cuck, if you're boring.
I think so as well. But
if you're good,
yeah, but
it's
it's or maybe writing one stand-up show might be okay. You know
or
what I mean?
like a 10-minute section.
you know what the problem is.
But doing
The problem
it as a
is
job is
it's people that are not funny that's doing stand up. That's why it looks so difficult.
Well, there's that as well, and I think we touched on this. Like, I think as a South African culture, right? I can definitely say that South Africans, we like a oral culture. So like we're a storytelling nation. All of our, whether you Afrikaner or colored or Zulu or whatever, we pass down our history through talking and telling stories. So we're good storytellers. So people that are like tell good stories are funny, but we all have brasse that are also super funny, and you're like, yo, this brasse so funny. You know what I mean? You should go, so I think that the standard's quite high for somebody who wants to almost do it pro. That's why, like you say,
I think it's low.
no, but that's why you say there's some people that are maybe just more confident. Like Simon was saying, he's
I
not
think it's
super
also
confident.
More complicated. Last year, I was on the panel at the International Comedy Festival, but it was here at the Cape Comedy Club. So they spoke to me about, and Sip and a few other people as well, about production and what goes into everything. And then one of the questions from the audience was, how do you make it bang throughout South Africa? If you think about the States and about England, there's one language. Whereas we have so much different cultural differences. Why colored things might be funny for us four in this room. But on a larger scale, it's not going to bang as hard. And that's what makes everything much more complicated, because now you have several different stand-up comedians who are trying to firstly convey who they are, their cultural differences, and then still be funny.
Yeah.
It's much more complicated. With Trevor Noah, he's obviously got this whole like this Venn diagram of different things that are happening at the same time, which makes him a prize thing in the middle of this thing. It's really tough.
But even that, like I think he's lost a lot of his
He's playing
South
the game
African.
And he did
Yeah.
play the fucking game.
He's catering to a different crowd now.
Yeah.
So we
exactly.
won't get Daywalker jokes anymore.
No, totally.
But
So
did you see? I saw that list of comedians as like the biggest selling. So like Kevin Hart #1 sold like over 500,000 tickets in a year, and that's the world ticket sales of comedians. And Kevin Hart posted it like a week ago or something. Trevor Noah's like number 3 or number 4 on that list in
That's
the world.
crazy.
Yeah.
He sold like
That's pretty
almost
crazy.
500,000 tickets on his own. It's crazy. I need to pee.
But he has like the biggest platform as well
So
with the Daily Show.
so
Not the
while
funniest guy in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
while Keaton runs away, I'll tell a funny story. Maybe I should wait for him, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'll just tell it anyway.
Keaton, message me if
Yeah,
you need help.
Voice note there.
Speak to 50-year-old Russell.
Dude, so you because you were saying about like heckling and people not being funny and things like that, right? I'm not really a soccer fan, okay? So this was around about this was the late 90s. I got dragged to like a football match at Athlone Stadium, but it was just around about the time where they started like renovating the stadium, right? So the far stand wasn't there yet, like a bunch of lights or whatever, and they were like digging a bunch of stuff. So there's trenches everywhere and whatever. Anyway, two things I learned about like going to watch soccer at Athlone Stadium. I don't know if it's still the same, right? So back then, it just seemed like predominantly the people that were there to smoke bud in the stands, right? That was the one thing. It looked like it was completely legal to just lam there and just roll your stuff and whatever. But then the other thing that I realized...
That's like everywhere in Cape Town, just to be honest with you. There's no difference wherever you go with that.
But then the other thing is, right?
But just to be honest, you're looking before you go into Spur even. So, I mean, come on.
But then the other thing that I noticed is, right, so they back then there wasn't like, look, I don't know how many Cape Town teams there are, for example, right? So the fans here don't like go and support the specific team. It's just like whatever the team is that's from Cape Town, that's playing against a team that's outside of Cape Town, you support that Cape Town team. That's essentially...
different now, but yeah, it used to be like
but
that.
that's how it used to be,
We
right?
don't have those bonds like that.
No. So,
Not in Cape Town.
say again?
We don't have the loyalty bonds to teams like you have international
No.
and things. We'd rather support United and stuff.
Exactly. But so anyway, so this is the other thing that I learned about it. So you go there and you cheer for the local team. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Bro, I was sitting there and I used to play basketball at school, right? And like one of the things that is the hardest when you're playing a sport is when you're on the field and you got like commentators or couch commentators telling you how to do shit, right? Bruh, for like the whole 90 minutes, all the Brassen were doing was shouting insults at the Cape Town team, man. Jay speel kak! To the point where like some dude, like
But
the
that in
keeper...
itself is unifying.
But they tell me,
Understand?
they shouted at the keeper. They're like, "Hey, Moera, jong man, gooi hom sommer na sloot agter." I'm like, yes, sis. If I was playing here, I would not want to be playing this
The
sport,
worst thing.
bro.
I've been there. It's you. I think you were there once. Myself and Scotty. I have a live act where myself and my friend Scotty sings, and I produce the music and the songs. The songs are on radio and shit. It's not like the worst songs you're ever gonna hear. It sounds like any other pop music you'll hear during the daytime on the radio. I got booked at Galaxy.
Yeah, we? The gala is fun.
Yeah, and
Well, it used to be. I used to go there much more often.
Yeah. So we thought it was cool. It was like, okay, Galaxy, that's cool. Scotty was in love with it because he's a fucking white dude, but he's like, he grew up with colored culture, so he was like, fucking Galaxy, I've made it. Life is good. Dr. Jules was playing. I was like, well, what is life? And
I still listen to Dr. Jules every Friday.
he's the
from
best,
6.
bro. He's the best. And so we got there. The club was booming. Some resident DJ was playing, and so when we perform, we're only a live act, so we can only perform our own music. You know what I mean? We can't really do much else. And you were there.
I was there.
So we started, and Scotty was like, how's it going, guys? We took the mic before we started, man. He's like, how's it going, guys? We said our name. He's like, we're New Hero, and honored to be here, honored to be at Galaxy. We're going to give you guys like a half an hour of music we worked really hard on. And before I could even push the play button, it's like, nah, man. Gaan af, man. One guy even said, you're massive push, man. Look like, what the fuck? Suck at my own people. And then it like killed me, like not on an egotistical level did it kill me, but it killed me that I was thinking like how many colored artists are there out there that would see something like that and be like, why must I even bother?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get booed off by my
People
own
want to hear what they want to hear
yeah,
only.
Yeah, some people, Galaxy is the benchmark, but you can't. You get to that point, you're getting told you're master P by complete strangers. Hectic. But
not to
You
insult you.
Save
yeah.
He's just saying it because he always says it.
And then the worst part,
personal.
and Scotty was like, let's just play on. We give it our all, we give it our best shot, and we do what we've been paid to do. It's play like the half an hour set or whatever. It's cool, we're playing, and then like halfway through the set, like the resident DJ at Galaxy, I can't remember his name, doesn't matter. I heard him tell one of the other DJs, like, should you kick them off now or should I? And I was like, look at this fucking O, bro. Like, and I told him, like, this is why you're like 60
Yeah.
and stuck here, you know what I mean? And I was like, you can do a better job and fucking do it. And and Scotty also heard, and Scotty was like, fuck this guy, let's go. And Scotty said something like, we'll take our paycheck, which was like more than the whole month's salary. Like, Scotty pulled the white man move, the white man god, and we'll fuck off out of your club. But like, it was so hard to hear like our own, like we could have, imagine we played like a Grammy award winning song.
I think I
you know what I
actually-
mean? Like, maybe we would have played a life changing set there.
No.
I'm not saying we did, but maybe imagine we would have. They wouldn't even give us the time if they even do it, and not even like the older residents who know the industry and stuff. Just couldn't give a fuck about like artistry and this kind. It was hard to swallow, basically.
Resident DJs though are a different breed. Like I don't know what it is.
Wasn't a nice man, that man. It's like not a nice man. Like completely like like depressed, me and Scotty were after that, like about all our
I
work.
think that's
When
horrible,
was it?
bro.
A while
And,
ago.
and
It
super
was
unprofessional.
less than a year ago.
Oh,
Less than a year ago, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know,
it was
man.
like just
But you
like-
saved it. You came back.
Yeah, but we
Like
stopped off.
2 weeks later or something.
No. 2 weeks
When
later was
I
the-
performed with you.
No,
Do you
you
remember?
performed at the first one.
Oh, was that the first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was bad, but we came back 2 weeks later, and it was worse.
Oh, okay.
That was the one I'm talking about. Was the worst one.
So do you think they saw you 2 weeks prior and they were like, yo,
It was-
this brother
No,
again?
2 weeks.
look at
It wasn't 2
the
weeks.
first one was cool.
The first one was okay.
They did Kryptonite and Chasing Hurricanes, and
Yeah, and-
people went
and-
mad
and
because
you-
they heard it, they knew it from the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Signal came out. We did a collab
Yeah.
with him, and he came out to
Came
tag
out
him,
with
and
the-
it was
did
cool.
the hum thing and-
so they decided to book us again. Like it wasn't 2 weeks; it was a while after that. But
I think the second time they didn't see me there, and then they were like, "Oh, nah, fuck this."
yeah. I blame Scotty.
I'm
White.
not going to say what's in my brain.
The point I get to is it's a tough crowd. It's a
But
tough
isn't it
fucking
like-
crowd.
Softer crowds to do these things with, or do you want to directly just test it in Galaxy or something? Or what's the sample of doing it in the environment
What do you mean?
to make sure that it's good enough, or to make sure that the people appreciate it?
There's a difference between good and popular,
Yeah.
and popular and good. You know
so
what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the outcome that you want to get from that, just to make sure that it's good, or to what again?
Just
like, what I
just
mean.
open your mind to something
Yeah.
else. You know what I mean? We can only hear Fat Man Scoop that many times, or DMX, and that's all you hear at these events. And it's like and it's not only like in the music industry. Like all we hear is that stuff, and that's all that the DJs want to play. So it basically kills any young kid that wants to do his own stuff,
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
seems there's absolutely no motivation to do something off path, because he knows it's not going to go nowhere. So I may as well just become a jukebox and join the crew.
So that's not just, it's killing
But I'm not.
so much.
Yeah, I'm saying like
Yeah.
the same aspect is maybe with the colored comedy side, where
Yeah.
instead of using some originality, we'll just use the word masterpoos and
just
do something on the Cape
regurgitate.
Flats.
Mm.
Go stand in the Cape Flats and pretend you're a gangster and swear and shout and scream and that's now funny.
So-
you know what I mean?
so-
Same with the clothing. Let's just put the word.
Yeah. I'm not gonna heckle anything
Yeah,
about
I'm-
it, because
I'm-
to each their own, because it's different
To
disciplines
each their own,
of
nothing wrong with
comedy.
it, but
Yeah.
Completely.
it's just a lot of it's a tough crowd.
Yeah, I
basically.
think
It's a
that
tough crowd.
originality also, you have to kind of not do what's been done all the time. And to be honest, I can do the types of things every single week if I wanted to. But I know the formula now, and now I'm bored. It's not that I can't do it and I don't
Yeah.
enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
It's just that I need to also keep my brain active and to try and do something more.
So when you do a video, right? Let's take the dad one, my favorite,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
personal favorite. It's so funny, dude. Like, how long would something like that take you to get
do?
it going? Because you were talking about nobody understands the pain of post until you have to do post yourself.
Now that's quick post. And the thing is that I shoot now because I've learned now
Okay.
how to do the key points of it now. So
Yeah,
I-
once
I-
you have a system.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I have the whole like set up in my Final Cut already, so I can just take the images or the little clips and put it into it. But when it comes to the idea, it starts a long time ago. I'm thinking about something for weeks already before it even happens. And when I do it, it's just gonna be like, okay, I'm doing this, and that, and that, and it's done.
So do you like, for example, like bank stuff? Like, do you shoot like a few things in a row? You know, like, okay, I'm setting up for my shooting today, so I may as well shoot 3 sections.
Yeah.
And then, or is it like on the fly, you do one and then
It
you
depends
put
on
it
the
out?
show,
and
though. Like with the Talkak show, we shoot in advance so that we have like things in the arsenal, so I can just come and edit it and then put it out. That's fine. But with the stuff that I do, I want it to happen organically, which sometimes you can't. It doesn't happen like that sometimes. Sometimes you actually have to force the creativity to come out of you, and it's really tough, though. I'm sure we've all been there, where you want to be creative, but you're just not feeling it at that
You're
time.
not in that zone.
Yeah, so then it becomes a tug of war between I want to do this, but I just want to watch TV and eat cack food right now. So
Good.
it's really tough. You have to also give yourself time. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm on leave for 2 weeks, just until restart, and then hopefully I'll be fresh again in next week. And I think, I don't know if you guys go through that, but it's you at this point where you just need to get
Especially
fresh.
winter, bro. Winter, you don't want to do fuck all.
Yeah, it's cold at night.
Can't handle the cold.
But you know, the challenge is also having those wins. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know, like,
What's
because
a win?
No, but
like
it's
because everything you
frustrating.
do is hit and miss. You know what I mean? You can put something out and you can put your heart and soul into it, and you can get the most enjoyment out of it. And
But
it's
wins-
an L, and people don't dig it, and
I
then
don't-
you're like,
This concept that I think about right now, it's really actually frustrating that there are no more wins, because the moment you finish something good, it's gone. Then you have to start thinking about the next something good, which has to be next week, and then the
Yeah.
next week,
Even-
and then the next week. Even though it's music as well,
Yeah.
because as soon as it's done and it's out, you have to be already moving to your next project.
Because the lifespan of things these days is very quick.
How long was what's it called now? Don't Be a Menace, the best movie you ever watched? And then
oh, I was
after a
just
while-
talking about that the other day.
And like it's even with music, you used to. Oh, let's talk about die-hard films. You used to have to wait several years to get good installments. Now you can watch a new movie on Netflix every single week. That is not die-hard, but similar to it in
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
aspects, and that's bullshit. We're waiting for nothing.
Or a
anymore.
whole
There's no more
series,
wins.
a whole series straight away, like
Yeah.
in one day.
This new way of thinking is stifling to personal growth.
Agreed with that.
Yeah.
Agreed very much
That's,
with that shit.
Yeah, it's good to hear that it's not just in the music industry where it feels like that. Siki, you look like you got something on your brain.
No, I'm just reflecting.
I struggle these days to find wins, and
That's what I
what,
was
Like
saying.
what is a win in most people's eyes? Some people look at something we do and see it as a win, and we just see it as it could have been better. Could have just done a little bit more better. And
No,
I've kind of
I
brainwashed
never feel
myself now.
satisfied.
So I don't think about it at all anymore. I just like do the music. So I listen to it, I write it down, and in that moment, that's a win for me. Finishing that song. So whatever happens after I put it out, I don't care. I'll just move on to the next one. So I'm trying to
but
not
in that
focus
moment,
on
are you
it.
thinking that this is the best I can do?
Yeah.
Yo.
So yeah, no, yeah.
No, I'm being honest.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how
yeah,
I'm thinking
So it
with
depends.
myself.
With
Question.
music, it's different. Sometimes it's about trying to showcase how good you are in a song, and sometimes it's just about telling a story. Sometimes it's just about having fun on that song. So it depends. If it's where you want to now showcase how good you actually are, how lyrical, whatever, then you're gonna second guess like lines and stuff like that. But when it's one of the others, you're just telling the story. You're just
Okay.
having fun on it. So
Because sometimes I'll just finish things because I want to finish it right now. And that's also
As
not
a
good.
creator, you have to know when, because we as creators know that you can always tweak something.
You can always
Yeah.
make it better in inverted commas, air
And
quotes.
you always hear like afterwards, fuck, I could have changed
Yeah,
that.
So
I
that
could
is
have-
so that is the most
Always.
painful thing, and this is the most painful thing about
You
sort
can
of
never
mixing
see,
and
I
production.
want to say this before you start that sentence, but you can never see. You are the only person in the world that can't see your creation for the first time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you'll never know
That-
what it looks like.
Yeah.
that's true. But then it sometimes takes like a while for you to see what, like, so in audio especially when it comes to mixing down or stuff like that, it's easy when you're in the moment to like to miss something, to miss like a detail, a snare's too loud, a hi-hat's not loud enough, something like that. And in the moment, your brain will tell you, this is cool. Release it, put it out. Then either a buddy says to you, that snare's moving, bro. Or after like not hearing it for a while,
I've said
you
that
like,
to you,
you're like,
this week.
oh man, like, I should have.
That's
checked."
why I'm happy. I don't know. I can't hear the difference. You know what I mean? I'm not a sound engineer. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't produce
But don't you feel that way about your
vocals.
delivery?
Yeah, delivery. That's what I'm saying. You always hear afterwards, I could
Yeah.
have changed this.
Yeah.
But like, it's okay for me. Like for you, it's bad even when you listen to other music,
He's
not
doing
your
the Joe
own.
Rogan
Yeah.
thing to him.
So if you
That
listen
sounds
to,
like it's time to retire.
Yay. So when you listen to other music, like other people's music, and you hear, snare or kick,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not right. Then it will bother you.
No, I mean, look, so that was just like an example, like not maybe the best example, but you know what I mean? It's like, because you get to the point where you're like, okay, it has to go out like by the end of the day. You know what I mean? And deadlines are important, and you need to stick to it. But you also need to like, I don't know, hold that a specific standard. You know, so yeah.
But it's good also sometimes because then you can do better. If it bothers you enough, then it'll make you go back and do something better.
You can
to-
always do better, man. That's the problem. But nobody else except you knows they can. So everyone else that listens to that, watches a video or listens to the song or whatever it is, the product you've created, they seeing it as a product, an end product, and you're the only one that's not looking at it as an end product. No one else is saying, "Yo, that hi-hat is not panning from left to right. It's you know what I mean? We could be we deliver
Well,
it."
nobody except other producers that's
Yeah.
talking cack about
but,
you.
Yeah, but the thing, another thing we need to tell ourselves is their opinion is not as important as the consumer's opinion, because a producer or another comedian or whatever can say, I could have made a joke funny or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's the consumer that counts, man.
Well,
You know what I mean?
comedians
As
just
long
steal
as-
jokes, so
Yeah, exactly.
and they make it funnier.
What's your view on that, though?
Look, that's the cack to deal with. I
I've
don't
seen
give
a few
fuck.
people go viral of stealing something. Like I'll see something this week and then next week I'll see
I've had
this.
so many
I'm
memes
like,
and shit
fuck.
stolen that I just don't give a fuck anymore. It's out
Yeah.
there. I'm not worried about it. I tweeted it. It's done. Got X amount. of
even
views.
me, I'm not even a fucking comedian, but I see my stuff I create, like I'll make something stupid.
Someone literally did that to me like a week ago.
Yeah,
That's fine.
And
It's gone.
It's not
People
like,
get the fucking.
But
qualms
quoted
about
it
and
as
that's
themselves,
stupid.
man.
You know what's the funniest thing for me is like when someone reads like a meme that's just like script and then they'll rewrite it and post it as their own.
Yeah.
Like, you could
But
just click the share button.
But
it's
that's what
easier,
I'm
it's
saying.
quicker, like-
Literally, I posted something on somebody's as a comment,
Mhm.
and then like
Copy and paste.
dude literally put it as his status, and then he got like multiple shares. I was like, what?
That
the
burns.
hell?
No, but I've seen people
Like,
lose their mind
pain.
because of that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's not like you were gonna make
this-
money
this is
from
not,
it.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
Yeah.
not living for my sanity right now. I'm just not gonna give a
I'm not
fuck.
gonna attack the person
Yeah.
for doing it.
I will. I'm that guy.
That's my
You-
post.
You know that I attack people for no reason, Signal.
Yeah, you do. You're not a nice O.
Not when I'm not when I have point
But
to
you
prove.
were speaking about that criticism thing, and I know DJs, and I know a lot of DJs, and I've grown up with DJs. Cause
Talking about DJs, sorry, hold this thought. I had a comment here from from Hyphen asking when we're going to see a legit. What did he say here? When are we going to see a legit DJ Clive set?
Look, it's in the works actually. to do it live, but it's obviously gonna be old school, and I'm gonna be drinking my VAT 69 on the stage and everything.
Yeah, you gotta do it, bro.
And you must tell him that Team and Meg is definitely going to be invited to that.
Okay, cool. I'll put it out.
I actually work with Meg.
Okay, that's cool. Sorry, but you were saying about DJ.
Oh yeah, that the nastiness of them standing on the side and just looking at other DJs DJ and say, I wouldn't have played that song there. Well, how come they're mixing that and that?
Yeah.
It's real though.
Yep, exactly. It's
It's
sucks.
cuck, man, to
That's a
watch
bit
actually.
cuck.
Just to be sitting there. Because everybody else is going to say, but then the DJ man is lying there looking and saying, nice cuck.
What did
Yeah.
you get out of it?
I don't know.
Get out of watch this?
Out of standing there and watching someone else DJ
there's
and
not a lot of, there's
criticizing.
not a lot of space in the industry for everyone. So the more problems DJs can find with guys and talk cuck
It's
about them,
insecurity,
you can-
bro,
yeah,
at the end of the day.
Yeah, everyone. There is a lot of space for everybody, but not in some small-minded people's eyes. So like, the more you can talk shit about somebody,
But
the
is it
more you can try and
insecurity?
open your own
Or is
space
it the
up.
people not getting the recognition that they deserve in their opinion?
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
that. Yeah, basically that.
It's tough.
Because everyone deserves
That's tough.
to have the golden boot.
Yeah.
Then you're not good enough. If it comes down to you having to do that,
Yeah,
you're not good enough.
but it's hard to admit that you're not good enough. You know what I mean?
No, but it's also hard to play the game because it's all intertwined into one thing. Like
Yeah.
you see all these like social media people as well as comedy people now that's taking break because of mental things that are affecting them. And to be honest, this is a game because I don't always post. I take big breaks between things.
Yeah.
You won't hear from me for 12 hours to 15 hours because I need to stop and I need to not speak to anybody right
Yeah.
now. I want to be alone. But this hunger to always show what's happening currently, it's fucking you up in the long run.
Fucks your head up. I
Dude,
cannot
totally.
wait until Instagram. I hope that's true, or I know it's true, but I hope it's permanent. Where Instagram is like taking those likes and stuff away.
Yeah.
I think it will be such a good thing for people's like mental fucking
But then
capacity.
they're just going to be referring to your follow account and all these things because your brands look at your reach.
Yeah,
And they'll
yeah,
still
yeah.
hire the
But
people with the more
The
followers.
people will still get hired. I'm
So-
not definitely
No,
will get hired, but it will
just
stop.
the like incentivizing.
I mean, like the non-influencers and the people that's just the younger people who's like there was a girl who was getting harassed by a guy the other day, and online, and I just I took a screenshot of the guy's shitty response, and I posted it on my Instagram, and I was like, don't be this guy, man. Don't harass girls on Instagram and stuff.
Oh, okay, that was a different one.
So this guy DMs me and he's like, I was just playing a joke, man. This. I said, like, it's not a joke to the girl or to anyone else, man. You're talking cock. So he told, like, his logic, and this is a younger person, and this was his logic, and this is what stumped me. It was like, he came back with, like, his response was, why are you defending this girl when she only has 2,000 followers?
Oh my
Yo,
gosh,
what the
dude.
fuck?
When
So-
and he was like, I have 7,000. She got
Yeah.
2,000. So why are you defending this girl with only 2,000 followers?
Dude, so
That's how it's fucking people's minds up, you know.
so
what I mean?
sadly that was the same response from an influencer that shall remain nameless. When somebody called him out about something, his response was like, "Who are you? I've got X amount of followers, so who are you to tell me what I must and mustn't
It's
do?"
like, you know,
That's-
those cards when you had when you match them, like you said that my tank is so heavy and my tank can do this. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and like, it's like that now.
Yeah.
Like my tank is
Yeah, yeah.
7,000.
Dude,
followers.
isn't that like a
your
episode of
worst.
Black Mirror?
It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel.
That-
That's
that-
like the first episode of Black
yeah,
Mirror.
yeah,
that
the
came
like
out.
social,
Yes.
the
The meter
yes,
for that wedding.
yeah,
That
and
was
the
fucked
like,
up.
Yeah.
and the like, you know, you're depending on how
Oh,
many.
when people
Yeah.
rate you with
Yeah, the
interaction.
5-star,
Oh.
depending on your rating, depends on what you get. Are we're getting there?
We are
bro.
getting there.
We're
We'll
getting
be
there.
there. We'll be there soon. We're close. We're very close to that.
Yeah.
we're not
and
far.
We might even be there now because apparently that's what
Cold
people's
weight.
based on their worth is their followers. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't worry about the influence. I know they'll still make their money and stuff. Like I'm not saying take
And
it
we
away.
want them to make
take
their
it.
money.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not,
not.
we do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want anyone to come to my work and say
yeah.
I
Don't
hope this
you?
bra gets fired
Exactly.
tomorrow. That's a horrible thing to say. So I don't like when
Yeah.
people make fun of the
And
influence
also,
in that sense.
people look like content creation's not easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
A
not-
lot
it's
of
not easy.
people look at it and they go like, "Oh, they just making money by doing X."
So why don't you do it?
It's a lot because it's a lot of work.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
those
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Like,
So you do it.
You know what I mean? It's like I know how hard it is to even just set this podcast up, and it's not even something that I'm doing every day.
Yeah.
you know, and it's definitely not as taxing as like what you were saying about trying to do.
Yeah, and constantly, but be original. But the thing is, like, if you look at PewDiePie, who has like 100 million subs on YouTube, like since recently, he makes a video every single day.
Yeah,
Imagine.
But you can see
Imagine.
it's very natural for PewDiePie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was such a natural progression for him, and he's just being himself 100%. And that's the key, because that's the key to putting out proper content. Is just being yourself instead of trying to fake something all the time.
I've such good conversations on all my channels with the people who follow me, because I actually try to be engaging with it. It's not just there so that I can have a property. It's actually just fun for me, and for me a chance for them to learn about me and for me to learn about them, and I enjoy that the most, I think.
And that's when it's the most successful, when a fun hobby like gets to turn into a job.
And you know, that's it's the same, like, even let's talk about DJing. You know what I mean? There used to be a time where DJs got into DJing because they were music fans. It was that simple. I like music and I want to play music for other people. It wasn't so much about me, people looking at me. It was about me going like, yo, sharing this experience. This is a dope tune. I want you to jam out to it. Where now it's like turned on its head, and it's like not really about the music, and it becomes not fun anymore, and it becomes not fun to interact with people that have that mentality. You know what I mean? And that's the danger of the social media culture, is that, you know, what are we gauging self-worth by, or what are we gauging like worth
followers
of
versus following?
You know what I mean?
It's a
Popularity
contest.
versus popularity versus, I don't know, what is good, what is fun, what is enjoyable.
I think that a lot, like, there's comparatives between a lot of things, and there's science between everything, because if you look at how a construct happens for a small comedic video, you can see parallels between every single video that I've done and parallels between every single video that's been out there.
Your phone is speaking to us.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's all good.
Carry
These
on.
things happen.
And so once you have the science part done, you can kind of mimic it, and you can duplicate and create this thing consistently, and you can also then go to another thing and to another thing, and it become bigger and bigger and bigger. But the thing is also with DJing and not producing, you can say which songs should be played when, how to play them, and at what points to play them, and this will help you gain leverage and also become more popular.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's key ways to manipulate systems all the time.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's everybody's intentions, and it's really tough. And that's why I'd rather just be on my own first most of the time.
But I think you hit the nail on the head there, Keaton, when you said it's about like authenticity. You know what I mean? And I think that's why people are drawn to certain people online, is because they see like an authenticity.
Because they can see it's not looking forced.
Yeah, and it's just like people want to relate. Like the fact that you interact with your comments or whatever, you know, your followers, is so much more. Like, I know the times when a music artist that I follow, you comment and they come back where you can see it's not a bot response. You know what I mean?
God forbid you DM a South African person with more than 5,000 followers. Ain't gonna get a response. Too cool. Ooh, 4,999 followers, they'll still respond to you. As soon as the 5,000 hits, they're not going to reply to you anymore.
Yeah, but people also do see the value in it. I see lots of people who are massive who still comment on every single thing. Yeah. I don't do it as well as I should.
Some people,
but I switch off it as well.
I've seen major artists blatantly say that they won't respond to people because it makes them look on their level. And you want to stay above their level, because that's
as well. That's really sad.
It's horrible, actually. And they want to stay above the level of their fans, so that their fans still find them intriguing, still wanna.
Oh, like they are something to get to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like on the
reach that level.
Yeah.
It's a weird way of thinking.
But and you'll find it's a lot of local artists, and you'll see the bigger artists on the planet don't have that mentality. You know what I mean? It's just like a lot of our local guys have that mentality for what they think is happening overseas, or what they think will make them successful. It does make them successful, I guess, but it's a spit in the face of people that would send you.
That's actually a fan.
Yeah, I would see like when I heard that comment from this said person, I went to go look at their social media, because I also don't look at other people's stuff. I don't like to see
I'm not even aware of this whole topic. Like, I don't know about it.
So I went to go look, and you just see these people like commenting on like sending them like major comments where they've taken. We see that this person has spent 10, 15 minutes of their life typing out a great compliment to this person, and this person wouldn't click a like, wouldn't say thank you for the time, wouldn't take that 1 second of their day to thank this person.
To
But
acknowledge
God
people,
knows they will copy that post and go reshare it so that
Yes.
the whole world
Yes.
can
Can
see
see
how
how
amazing
quiet
they
they
are.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's
Yeah.
like such a disheartening thing to see. Also,
Yes.
like how you is that how little you take the people that are
Nah,
obsessed with you?
Like for me, I wish I could like always be on top of these things, but having the dual life of
A real life.
having
The
to
South
work,
African struggle.
having to work and all these things, it's not always easy, and I go through the normal things that everybody else goes through as well.
Mm.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird world we're in.
Man,
Maybe
it's-
we're old. Maybe we're too old for this for what's happening now. But it's such a.
What do you
such
mean?
It's such a like I don't understand the new where I don't understand the new culture and the new social media culture. I don't like it.
You know what I don't like most about social media, and that's probably why I pulled back, and which is weird because I'll take somebody on online, but I'll try very hard not to make it personal, man. You know what I mean? I'll never be like you cuck dom because whatever, and that's like normal, bruh. People will say things online
Oh, I've
that
been this so
that
badly
they will
before.
never
That's fine.
ever say.
Just get on with it.
Yeah, but they'll never say it to your face.
Do you even get this? Oh, you look so likable.
Nah, you're mad.
But yeah,
That's about a lot
most
of
people
things.
are like most big like
What
main people
monsters
be
are
like,
these fans of yours?
don't read
What do
the
you have to
comments.
this about the
What did
man?
they say? What's the this is?
They talk about a lot of things. They like, obviously, they'll say not even funny or anything, but they'll also talk about like physical appearance and all these
But
things.
this is what I was saying. You see
which
what
is
I'm
really
saying?
tough for me because I can't. Let's for this instance, I can't see out of this eye because
Okay.
I had an eye injury here.
Really?
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is fucked up. So people always all gravitate towards that, and I've had to learn
Never even
from
noticed.
that as well. So. And it's also hard for me to go out because I'm 50% deaf because I was born 50% deaf. But
Okay.
that's so
Hectic.
I can't even like have a normal conversation in a club and things, so it makes me very awkward socially as well.
Yeah.
And
So
then there's
these
the
things are
just
tough.
Socially
general
awkward.
social awkward, being socially awkward.
Socially awkward equals scurvy. Or,
Yeah.
Yes, or full of yourself,
Yeah, yeah,
or you
yeah,
think
yeah.
more of
I
it.
get that a lot.
So it's tough to go through all these things and people have all these things to say. But again, you develop the skin because you've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that you have to develop the skin, but it helps you long term.
I
Mine
can't
is-
remember which
mine
comedian it was, man. He made a joke out of people that actually go and comment on YouTube, man, and comment on people's videos. Like, how fucked up or how cuck sad is your life, man? That you will go down and sit down and fucking
Yeah, I think
write.
it was Joe Rogan.
Was it
He
Joe
spoke
Rogan?
about it in
Yeah.
one podcast.
My mechanism is
It's
the best. Like I get also this like every day for stupid stuff, and
I don't want to know what the comments are going to be like when we start putting these videos out.
my look at like I'll say on a deeper level, like nobody actually hates me more than myself, right? Like I'm a self-hater.
Yeah, same.
And so like when people diss me, I just join in their conversation. and I diss myself more. They'll say, "Oh, your music is terrible." I was like, "I know it's terrible."
anti-roast.
To get it over
Yeah.
with.
And like someone
Fall
told me,
on the sword.
yeah, someone told me like the other day, your sets and your music is fucking terrible. I don't know how people can hear it. And I was like, I fucking hate it too. Like it's rubbish, but like the money they give me, man, I can't say no. And they were like, you make it quite hard for me to diss you. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. You just
Pull
go
a
for it.
B-rabbit.
Just fucking go for it.
old-
You stop them in their tracks.
The old B-rabbit technique.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That was the front man of it. So fuck them.
Everybody drinking now, nobody's saying anything.
Sorry.
Yo, we're not allowed to have 1 second of silence in this
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Jesus.
hell no.
Gotta keep that content good.
Social anxiety. I'm dying inside here, bro.
Why are they not saying anything?
Let me switch to the random picture of these guys.
How did you find
I
you?
have mad social. I
I
have
see
mad
you
social
doing-
anxiety, and I still told like you.
Yeah.
He invited me to an event like not so long. He's like,
Oh, this is how Stranger
check-
Things
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. He's like, check, there's an event coming up. Pull in. So it's like
Never invite Keaton to anything. I will say you that
But
much.
he was for some reason
Never,
you were the first
never,
guy I was
ever.
honest with.
No, it's
I
chill.
usually make like I'll say yes, I'll be there, and then I usually make up an excuse the day before because I have like the most. You're not gonna see me out ever because
Yeah.
I can't. I have too much social anxiety. And then I just told him straight up, look here, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna make an excuse up close to the time, so I'm not just gonna say you're not gonna see me there. Like It's
No.
weird, but like always
It's chill though because I also go through that.
labeled like the dick that's too
Nah.
cool to be everywhere.
We
That-
too old to worry about that shit, to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
honest. If you don't want to do something, it's fine.
You
Yeah, but
also
people
told me that you were a big comic book fan. Like superhero fan.
Yeah, I love Marvel.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Thanos.
Oh, Boyki! Boyki!
How is he your favorite?
Thanos is my favorite.
Thanos is the best guy of all time.
But
Okay, he's the
but
best
he's not
villain.
a hero.
Yeah, he's a
not a
villain.
hero.
He is
though.
He's a hero,
If you
he's a
think about
hero.
him correctly.
Anti-hero.
What did he do?
Anti-hero.
What did he do other than his own mission?
Killed like a buttload of people on
That
the
was
way
his mission,
to.
though. Yeah, but there's anyone trying to start? He saved a lot. He didn't kill.
He
he
was
didn't kill
worthy
anyone. He
of
didn't need to.
Mjolnir, just so by the way, when he grabbed it right
There we go. He grabbed it.
Did he grab it?
It was on the way to...
when it's on the way to.
Oh, he blocked
He
it.
blocked it. Yeah.
Just wait.
He blocked
Spoiler
it.
alert. What are we talking about?
Look,
Endgame.
I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know
watched-
this from you guys.
I need
This
to
is
watch
the
it
only
again,
thing that
Keith.
I still don't understand from
I still want to make
Infinity
fun of
War.
Burns, but carry on.
It's fine, you
first
can make
scene-
fun of me.
The first scene of Infinity War when they're on
Yes.
Thor's ship.
Yes.
Why did Heimdall summon the Bifrost to
Thanks to the
send
Hulk.
Banner
Yeah.
to Earth instead of Thor, who's his best friend? And
I think he was just like out of krach there. He was closest to him and he knew that the death of Hulk was imminent. Whereas Thor is a god. To kill
Yeah,
him
like
would be very...
Thor can handle his own.
Yeah.
But Bruce Banner can't handle his own when he's not the Hulk.
And he got pummeled.
Yeah.
you think he was closest to him?
That was the best scene
I think he was close to him. He was right there,
To me,
wasn't he?
to me.
Because look, you just killed Loki, right? So
Yeah. No.
So you-
Loki said we have a Hulk, and then Thanos moved.
yeah, but I mean, at the time when he summoned the Bifrost, Loki was already dead.
Nah. Loki died just after that.
Oh, okay. So both Loki and Thor are still alive.
Yeah.
To me, the Marvel saga is our generation's like Star Wars saga.
And I love Star Wars. And Transformers, by the way.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
heavy
yeah.
into Transformers
I
when
like
they came
I
out.
don't like the
Um,
new Star Wars.
But
Yeah.
I think that Infinity War is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
100%
I've
hands
watched
down.
it so many times.
Can't count. I watched. I forced this man to watch some, but he hasn't watched all the Marvel movies, right? But I got him into like the last ending.
I'll tell you why. Okay, so understand again the age gap between us, right? So the first Marvel movies that came out were shite.
Blade was arguably
No,
one of the
wait,
best movies
wait.
that
Hear
ever
me
came
out.
out.
Okay. Let me rephrase. I'll tell
Are you
you.
talking about the MCU?
No. When I stopped watching superhero movies was with the first Hulk.
The Hulk?
Which
ones
Hulk?
was
Which?
shit.
Are you
The
talking about
first
no,
one
are you
with,
talking about
first
was
one?
his, what's his name?
Banner.
The-
Eric Banner.
No, you're
What's
talking
his
about
name?
Banner. Banner was the first
Eric
one.
Banner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Eric
very
Banner.
first one. You know, like it
Not
was.
Lou Ferrigno, not like
yes.
that shit.
Oh, that?
TV
What the
series.
fuck?
Yes.
That's TV series.
So no, I'm talking about basically. It
Yo,
was.
I
It was
I know which
after.
movie he's talking
It was
about.
after like the first X-Men, right? Then a Hulk movie came out. It
I
was
think
like.
that's Banner, man.
That was Eric
That's
Banner.
But,
Yeah, but
it
we-
was with the chick from Requiem for a Dream.
We talking about the Marvel
Jennifer Connelly,
cinematic?
yeah.
Yes.
No, but
yes.
that was Edward Norton.
Yes, Edward Norton. That's
That's
the
the
one.
second one.
So yeah. But back then the CGI
But
had.
that was the second Marvel
Yeah.
movie. The
But-
first one was Iron Man. That was
Yes.
Hulk came after
So
Iron Man.
Iron Man was dope.
Yeah.
Right. And then Hulk was like a wah wah wah
Yeah, Hulk
after
wasn't
Iron
great.
Man,
Hulk
right?
wasn't great.
And the problem is that the CGI hadn't yet caught up with. No, totally.
No, I
That's
like
how
it.
I felt,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. We need to get a
Yeah.
soundboard, man.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, but like you obviously like the computers couldn't yet do what they wanted to do, like what they can do now. Like if they had to start making all those movies now with the technology
nothing
that they
wrong
have
with the
I
now.
don't think that. Yeah, I don't think
Nothing
the
wrong with
CGI was
CGI,
the
but-
problem in that. I think it was how it was written, man.
But this is what I'm saying. It was like I'll never get watching the X. Look, dude, I'm an X-Men fan.
I'm a massive X-Men fan. I'm very
X-
disappointed in the whole saga.
Thank you.
Because firstly, Cyclops is my favorite X-Men, just to be honest with you. And I hate the Wolverine dick sucking that goes around here, just to be honest.
Like,
Because
for
he-
all that dick sucking, they could have at least put him in the suit.
Yeah.
At least once.
What did he say with the yellow spandex? Remember there was
Yeah,
one
yeah,
the
yeah,
reference
yeah.
that they
Yeah.
made in one of the
Yeah.
movies. It was ridiculous. Why wouldn't you want to wear them?
But now, so this is it. And like you say, X-Men was just disappointing to a person that's an X-Men fan. You know what I mean? And it was the same with the Hulk. Like, there used to be a Hulk animated series, right? And then there was the one episode where there was a crossover with freaking Wolverine, the Hulk, and Spider-Man all in the same episode.
I remember that.
And I was like waiting for, when's this going to happen? once again, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
so I
there was
just like,
licensing problems.
no, but exactly. But as like a 19-year-old, you're not
Yeah,
aware of that. You
yeah.
just like get your shit in order.
So
So that's what turned me off superhero
yeah.
movies.
So basically, fast forward to now when Infinity War was out.
I'm going to the bathroom while you're dissing me.
I'm gonna diss you guys. Carry on. So glad you're gonna stop talking now, so I can have my say.
I won't be here to respond.
I tell this man to watch like. This is after Infinity War. My mind was completely
I
blown.
will say I had a freaking 24-hour
Yeah,
run
come
of
back
Marvel movies.
Yeah. So I
Because
gave him the rundown, man, of like watch the main ones until up to Infinity War, and then
No way this is going.
by the time he was done with all these ones I gave him, I think it was like the main Avengers, Civil War, those ones.
Age of Ultron wasn't my favorite at all.
It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest. Civil War was still my favorite
I
until.
actually Ragnarok. I actually
Well,
rate
that was
Ragnarok.
not bad, and
Yeah.
I made him watch Ragnarok as well, and by the time he was done, basically, due to my calculations, the Infinity War like Blu-ray would have been out. So he goes through it, he watches Infinity War, watches Infinity War late, to the point where he watched it so late that Endgame was out already. So I was like, "Did you watch Infinity War?" He's like, "Yeah." So like. What about Endgame now? Like, don't you care about what happened?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, not really. He's like, what the fuck? What's wrong? Who watches Infinity War
And you don't care.
and you don't care?
No,
So-
but I've told this to so many people. I would have been fine if it just ended at Infinity War. I
End like
I
that.
didn't need
End
Endgame
it
at
like
all.
that. I
would've
was
killed
really
you
rooting
though.
for Thanos. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, I want Thanos to win, bro.
Same.
He's the guy.
Well, I still remember the screams in the cinema, man. When
Yes,
they
that was
show the end
crazy,
credits.
yeah.
And they're like, okay, cool. And then there's no post-credit scene. It's like,
Yeah. You
More
wait, you
credits.
wait in the cinema
Oh,
like a
no!
tool. You wait in the cinema like a tool. But that's the thing, like, you rarely ever see a movie like take a risk, man. And that movie took like a big risk by like
Yeah.
killing everyone.
and they said they didn't even know like what they were gonna do after that.
Yeah. That was
How
amazing.
little time did you know Ebony Moore and honestly like Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, but I actually just loved them. And I wish I'd
Amazing,
saw
they're
more of
amazing.
them.
Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
I don't have one.
The Marvel Ultimate Alliance game is the most amazing thing.
Is-
I
I haven't seen any of it yet.
there's every Marvel character.
So you can choose them.
Yeah, you gotta choose. You gotta choose a team of 4. But I'm talking
Okay.
about everyone. To the Luke Cages, the most random guys. To the X-Men.
They got
to
the TV
Wolverine,
stars
You
in.
got fucking Wolverine. You got Jessica Jones. You got Daredevil. You got all these guys. You got Venom.
That's hectic.
The more guys you fight, like you know those anti-heroes. Sometimes you'll fight a hero like Venom who got some good in him. You fight him,
I
and then you
always
end up
look at
joining your
Venom, I'm
side,
like-
and you can speak to him.
I'm like, yeah, why the fuck did they waste Tom Hardy there? They could have used him somewhere else.
Yeah. Venom wasn't amazing either. But now, the game, and in the game you're basically like chasing Thanos and stuff. So it's like reliving like all that stuff. It's the coolest
That's
game.
cool.
It's only for Nintendo Switch.
I think Tom
So-
Hardy made a good Venom.
Tell him about wait.
But-
Tell Simon about when you watched.
Yes, he's gonna.
Endgame
He will, and yes, he will
with
tell
the
him the
Ant-Man
story.
scene,
Yes,
man.
he will tell him that. I know it's coming up.
So
Tom Hardy was a good Venom, I
Yeah.
reckon. But again, bad story. They should have made Venom R-rated. Then he would
Yeah.
have been
you
the
could
right
see
Venom.
it was R-rated though, and because you could see like you'll like bite someone and they cut away.
Yeah.
It's like you could see they did film like the deaths.
Oh, they did the CGI and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So
Why
so,
were they in San Francisco?
Keaton, don't you just want to move around the corner?
Anyways,
So
tell him about the scene.
yeah, so basically, Endgame's fucking 4K version comes out. The 2K version came out to download recently, man. Get it here. I was like, let's watch the beginning of Endgame, and that's gonna get you involved, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna get you fucking involved. Just that first scene, you know, almost first 15 minutes is the Dungrux, and the man was on his phone the whole time. He's not even looking at the fucking. Or you'll pause and then talk about something stupid. Remember 6 years ago when there was a fucking. Like, nah, bro, just watch the fuck movie. And so then the scene where Ant-Man comes out of the fucking quantum tunnel.
Yeah.
And he's running around, he's looking through the fucking, all the dead
Yeah.
people. He's trying to find his daughter's name. You see his own name there on the
Yeah,
on the thing.
Scott Lang.
And Finn's like, who's Scott Lang? I'm out. Fucking
I've never
Duncan
seen.
Valentine.
I've
I'm out. For that reason,
never
I'm out.
seen like somebody
Fucking-
get so offended because Keaton's
That was
literally been
offensive,
like
bro.
building this movie up to me
I
for
wouldn't
like
fucking
a
have it as
year.
well, to be honest. I wouldn't
But so again, here's the thing. Keaton's exact words. Like I'm still working through stuff, and then Endgame came out. I'm like, dude, but I still haven't finished. I started watching Ant-Man 5 times. I got a 2-year-old, bro. So time is minimal. So I'm like, I've only ever gotten to the place where he like steals the suit.
Oh shit! So you still on Ant-Man 1?
Exactly.
Not even Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No.
When he gets lost.
So now you see why he's getting all offended
You
here.
didn't see when he's gone into the quantum.
He somehow did see that.
No,
He did say,
that was the only thing that I
What's
saw
that?
because he said,
Is that
don't
the word
watch,
when missing
don't
there,
watch
in the van?
anything, don't watch anything else except the end of the scene. And I'm like, I can't watch movies like this. Like I'm OCD, alright? I'm like, I want to watch. Let me watch the movies so that I can appreciate it. Nah, bro. You only need to watch these
You
7.
see, time was of the essence because
Time
of
was
spoilers.
of the essence.
Time was of the essence
But-
because of spoilers.
You know how
That
many
being
hours
said-
that is?
No,
that
but
you have
that
to
being
catch
said,
up to?
I never ever saw one Endgame spoiler. Not one. Because it never made sense to me when somebody put it up because I didn't know what the references
Yeah,
were.
you saw spoilers, but it wasn't a spoiler.
It
for
wasn't
you
a
'cause
spoiler
you
for me.
Didn't know what was going on.
So, would anybody else like some CBD at all? Yeah? Besides Signal for you?
No, thank you.
But if a 50-year-old man had offered him, yeah, I tell you what, I
The
tell you
CB,
what.
the CB dick. The D stands for D. The D stands for dick.
You see, so I know that reference.
If anybody has songs for Keaton,
I still got the folder that he gave me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is that the folder you're giving me for the milk
Yeah.
ritual?
It's been going through. That's my classic folder, bro. Since I was a kid, still have the folder. Still for the numbers.
what's it like, House of Justice and shit?
House of Justice in there. There's like the fallen angel that had the found an angel, the acapella on
I
it.
found a love,
Yeah, true love never
yeah.
dies. All that stuff. It's
Yes.
like the white labels, bro. The white labels.
So good.
White
You have to
labels.
come to the old school, Joel, man.
Yeah.
You have to come.
You have to come, dude. It's
I just can't, I don't have the, what can I say now?
the stamina.
The stamina.
Yeah.
I
We're
can't
not
do
asking you
those
to
things.
rave to the
I have
grave.
this
Yeah.
funny story though because I started getting out to the school straight after dark side time or during, but then we were at this party and we were in like the heart of Lotus River.
Lotus, waar die kinders stout is.
But then Rave came on and she was like, yeah, the someone's just burning inside, but now I put on weight and stuff. So I came in there, I started raving and burning and moxing and stuff. And then,
Wait, okay, I'll come back to it.
Yeah. So then what happened was I said, okay, cool, let's just go outside. And I went outside and I was still sober. But I had to my mock because I overexerted myself. So I built up so much. Oh, that's terrible.
Yo, you rave yourself sad.
Yeah, because you have to be fit to rave.
You do.
To do
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Matrix.
do.
You know how hard it is to do the Matrix.
Dude, so
Nice.
I used to be like
You're the
super
best.
skinny just because, like, from dancing, like, from a Friday basically
And it's
to
not
a
normal
Sunday.
moves, you're
It's
twisting
not.
your arms
You're
and
going
cut.
hard, bruh. But
But
one
we-
question I do ask is, what's moxing?
Moxing is...
That's like,
It's,
I was like, what was this man talking about here? Because when I went out there, it's just like you listen to music, you jammed. If you like people, you jammed with him. And then I hear there's fucking rave battles going on here, bro.
Bro,
It's artistic rave
fastest
battles.
arms first.
That's-
Yeah, fastest arms first, son.
You learn at Dockside, but you get your stripes at Flavor at the carnival. Flavor at the carnival was also wild. The sweat used to drip off. Your mom used to go to White Elephant and you used to go to the fucking Flavor.
That's a good idea for weight loss, like routine.
And
Well,
the fights
well,
used to
that
break
and
out in Flavor,
MDMA.
though, which was crazy.
Then MDMA as a supplement.
You get the wrong impression of what we do at these rave jewels. We don't rave there. We just stand there and judge the other DJs. It's all our friends, so we just judge each other. We're like, if one of us is, because it's still difficult to mix on turntables, but
So hard.
And then if one of us are fucking up a mix, we make it worse for them. We laugh
Yeah.
at them, and make
Point.
fun of them, and point and stuff. And yeah, so it's not like we're sitting there fucking.
Although, that being said, that when you actually get it right, the O's also cheer for you.
There we go. You get
So,
a, you
so,
get a.
yeah, you get the love. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's so funny though, moxing.
Funny.
But raving so hard that you
It was
mock.
street cred. It was street cred. If your
Yeah.
brother was doing it, you also needed to do it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Peer pressure.
You practice that rave the whole week, bro. Practice the rave the whole week.
I will never get back that time when I was practicing my room in front of my mirror what my rave new move was gonna be. How to rip a heart out and crack. It was weird.
The Kano.
It's
I like
weird.
it. I'll take it. The Kano.
But you
They
know what?
say,
I wouldn't
yeah,
change it.
That is
Simon
super funny.
Scarpy was the king on the mokes.
It is though. Our brother Scarpy used to have moose and he was one of the ones who
king on
used
the
to.
mooks.
He used to take your head off, and then he used to nail your head, which was one of his signature moves. It is crazy.
What a beast!
And this was,
Everyone had a signature, bro. Everyone had a signature.
Now you see,
That's not a sick, that's a fatality.
but now you see, now
Do you know what my
now this
signature
is why
was?
I said colored people ruined raves.
Do you know what my signature was? My signature was this. Remember the movie Scream? I remember the mask. Now you have to sneak up. I used to sneak up on a raver, man, while they like deep in their rave, and then you gotta pull your face like the Scream mask, man.
How do
And
you do that?
How do you get your mouth like that?
Show it to us.
Okay, you gotta stand up. You gotta stand up. Let me show you this move.
Imagine I'm 50. Just so you coming.
You have to touch my balls then. So the thing is,
Hands
right,
are on the table.
so the thing is, you're raving up, and you're starting a rave, so like you don't know I'm coming. So the
I'm
door-
watching the screen, man.
The door is wrecking right, and you don't know I'm coming. And then I'll come around you and I'll do this. You gotta look at me. You gotta look at me.
I'm watching you there.
You gotta put up.
But I don't know you coming.
I'm stepping in front of you. But I can't now because the table's here.
Okay.
So I'll step in front of you, right? and I'll invade your space. And you gotta pull the screen face. And go like
This is how you got jolted. This is how you got jolted. Just by the way.
Please show us. Please show the camera the screen face.
So you raving up. I'll come in front of you. You don't know I'm coming. So I actually come from the side of the gym. So you raving here with your friend.
Oh my way.
So I'll lock you in and I start. You don't make eye contact with.
Is that your move?
That's my signature move, bro. I invented it.
That is so funny.
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
That is so funny,
If any of
bro.
you steal that
He's
move,
gonna go my mock now.
my heart's beating so fast for that move. Yo,
You see,
You see, he asked for it
I'm sorry,
for that
but
move.
if I see that move in the jaw, I'm getting lawyers. No one's taking that move from me. I invented it to scream.
but now okay. So now I'm gonna get a little
That's why
bit.
they raped you. You were asking for it.
It's because my moves were so fucking amazing, bro.
Nothing like a little bit of victim shaming there for the Owens.
Yeah.
But now, so here's the thing, right? So here's the thing that I find strange, okay? And this is a change. This is a major change. You know, we always talk about like how the music fans now aren't the same like the music fans then or whatever. But like when I was raving, like you were never aggressive. Like peace, love, unity, and
Yeah,
respect
yeah.
was the thing. So it was actually about loving on men. So not freaking people out, not trying to be the leaving your ego at the door. And then somewhere along the line,
You never
like
saw a fight. You never saw fights. or
I
anything
saw
like
fights
that.
though.
Like I barely saw a fight.
Outside,
I've never seen
there
a
were
fight
fights.
at Dockside. I've never seen a fight at Gallery. Never.
But that's because you were always in the box at gallery. Not.
I was always the one time I was in a fight at Gallery, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I got pulled. Yeah, I got a crazy freaking like gallery story.
Actually, Bianca stepped in and moved the oath before I.
But I don't know if I can share that gallery
that's when you
story.
knew.
My girlfriend beat the guy up for me.
That's when you knew.
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
She's a keeper.
Yeah. He was a producer, and he was waiting for me to come in. He became like weirdly obsessed with hating me, and I was like the worst human
You
being in
had
the world.
is this like the
And,
history of your life, like your life journey is like to find haters?
I don't know what to tell you, bro. So I didn't know this guy, and when I got there, I recently made a song like back then, and it wasn't even a cool song. The song was shit. If I listen to the song today, I'm embarrassed to have put that out. And he was standing outside the club when I came in there with my bags ready to DJ, and he's screaming like, the song was called Hell Night. So like he was like, "You stole Hell Night from me. You stole my kick drum." Like,
Oh shit.
it's like, it's just like it was a generic kick drum, bro. It's not like you skin the goat and fucking put it on a drum and make hit it and then recorded it as a come.
That's the cock thing about you guys. You guys listen for everything that's happening on the song.
You stole my kick drum. It's like,
Spoils the music, man.
How would I steal your kick? That doesn't make sense. But then Bianca was like, just leave him, just ignore him, because I was getting into it there with him. I was ready. And
You throw hands.
yeah, but then Bianca said, just leave him. And so we carried on walking, and then he said something else that triggered her, and she just ran back and she started fucking punching him. And then she told the bouncer just to move, and the bouncer like beat the shit out of him.
Get rid of this
Weird.
filth.
I love a happy ending. I don't know what to say at the end of this.
Didn't really steal it. That was the only fight I ever saw was the one I was involved in. I didn't like you said. Let's just people were loving. People were loving life.
Generally. I don't know. Do you think it's safe to tell this story where I got shaken down? I don't know who's going to be listening here. Maybe they...
If I told my pedo story, you can tell anything today.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
man.
true. That's true. I went up in gallery. Bro, I had the worst experience ever, man. I was always the hookup.
Have you been to gallery?
Hmm?
No.
Not that often, but I've been there.
So,
Had been there.
I mean, so gallery started out super cool, right? When it started out, it was only on a Sunday from like 12 in the afternoon till 12 midnight, like the Monday morning. So that's how gallery started out. And then somewhere along the line, they became the place to be where they started doing like other jewels as well on Saturday and Friday, whatever. But I was the hookup for all my brassa. So whenever they needed some pharmaceuticals, I was the guy. And I used to have a huge afro, man.
Mm.
So, and and that was a perfect place to stash stuff.
That's okay.
Because they can't search it.
So
You
you
know what I
you see someone with an afro.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, it's just stick in there.
so literally, I don't know, there used to be the show that used to come on, like, Dirk long ago. It was like called the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
I don't know if you might remember it, you
I
might
saw
know
them live.
somebody.
I saw them live at the Good
But
Center, son.
So there was like a...
When I realized they were fake.
There was an animated show called the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh,
and
yes,
and
yes.
the one bra always used to pull stuff out of his ass.
Yes.
So that's where I got the idea from, right?
Did you just call it an F?
An F, yeah. So anyway, I'd always put the stuff in my hair, man, because nobody would be able to find it there. So let's say I had 10, and I roll it up into a piece of paper, I hide it in my hair, and then I'd get in. So this one time,
This is just doobies.
nah.
No, wait, so what you rolling? Okay, never mind.
Like-
We're moving on.
Yeah. So if you take 10, did you ever buy a packet of fizzes?
Yeah?
Yeah, so you
Okay.
do the same thing,
Okay, I
basically.
do.
So you make like a roll.
Okay.
So then I can stay in my hair, basically. So anyway, so I go in and I'm handing out to the Owens or whatever. Next thing I feel these O's pull me. Right, they pull me and my buddy, take us into the bathrooms, and as they get into like the bathroom, right, I just hear the squirter landing in the toilet stall next door. Right, they like mooring this, bro, they clapping or whatever. I still got like 2 in my hand, right? So while I'm standing there, I secretly take one, put it in my back, and I say, "You looking for this, man?" And I had got this from somebody a little bit higher up in the chain than your average street person, man. So the Oaks like got me, and then he looks at it and he checks the emblem, and he's like, "Yeah, where did you get this?"
What was it? Superman's? Was it?
Nah, it was like it had
Mitsubishi's.
clogs. So they called it dancing shoes. Like,
No,
you know, like
like
Holland
Dutch clogs. Yeah.
Dutch clogs on it, yeah. And that was the time like when Ferraris were going around. So Ferraris was the popular flavor, and that was like your entry level. And he's like,
He's
"Yo,
talking about ecstasy, people.
where
Oh,
where did you get this from?" I'm like, but reading his face, man, I'm like, "You know where I got this from. If you're asking me where I got it from, you know." So he's like, "Yeah, next time, don't bring it in here. And you'd rather leave it in your car." And I come outside, my bro, and my buddy's face is standing mad dick, my bro, of the way they like clapped him, because they thought we were dealing. And obviously we weren't dealing. But never have I been so, like, I'll always look at something now and be like, I wonder if this emblem has the power to save my life this time. But yeah, don't mess with the 28.
Shit.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. That's when I got out of partying. Like, when you start seeing the seedy side, I was like, nah, it's no longer. It's all fun and games until you start seeing the why. You know what I mean? The who's funding. Just kind of about the same time when that dude got shot and you.
Yeah, we were too hard. Like, I also got like so far and deep into the inside, it stopped being like that loving vibe, and you could just see like all the weird stuff that was going on in the club scene, and like I didn't like that. Like I'm a square. Like I've not even drank alcohol before, so like I'm literally just here for music. You know what I mean? And like when like a brother that's such a square going through all this shit just to want to play is intense. It's like I've been in some weird situations where like I thought I was gonna get killed. There were some promoters that paid somebody to kill me, and luckily the person they paid was like a dude that knew me, and he came to come tell me like
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Oh,
and then they
bro.
were following my girlfriend around, and like they threatened my girlfriend and said like watching you both and stuff, like just for like weird club politics, man. It got like too serious for me. Also, like I just want to play here, just play House of Justice a couple of times. Not like
That's the really sad thing, and I don't know. I think that's almost like part of the problem. You know what I mean? And like a lot of people, like you start seeing the holes in the system, and you like actually, out.
It's not what you thought it was. It's not
Yeah,
what you thought it was.
I'm not out. I'm out. And
yet I'm still here, still fucking doing it.
yeah, exactly.
For
but-
risking your life.
Well,
Nah, not
that
really,
bad
because
anymore.
we're not making
No.
we're not
Exactly.
doing popular music, like popular, like whatever the cool kids are listening to. So, I don't know.
So now every now and then, is why I have a Joel is every twice a year
Mm-hmm.
I throw a like an old school event, turntables, the old school guys, the Superflies, the Nicky Louders can play,
That's dope.
Jason 47s, whatever, and whoever wants to come pulls in.
When is it?
I always use a different venue.
So wait, when is it?
Oh, it's on the 14th of September.
What's it called?
Oh, that's
I'll call
cool.
it up here quickly.
It's called Fusion.
There's my neighbor's cat.
I won't show that to them.
Yeah, so like
Shame.
just to relive those moments, have a Joel, all the old
That's
school
fun.
guys, everyone's playing on vinyl, so we're just playing old school. It's not like anyone's raving their puss off or rushing fucking hard. We're just chilling there and like having a Joel.
I don't know if do you know who Teacher Aiden is. You should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy man, love him.
Yeah, he's cool.
He started his own channel now called Vinyl DJ.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I enjoy it just because it's so fun seeing the opens. But it's so weird, all the remixes that are out there that you thought like, how is this on vinyl?
Mm.
What the
Like
fuck?
how they took so much time to press this
Yeah.
shit on vinyl. And also we also like whenever someone ends up at my house, then when I showed a picture, there was the Warp Brothers. So like, I also got all that like tracks.
That's such a cool track to have.
So like we'll always just play the vinyl at my house there and
That's the vibe.
slut the live stream on, and we just play some tracks until Facebook shuts us down.
Talking about
Copyright.
that, I just got a message from Richard saying that they're bringing the PLX back.
Nice,
So
nice.
PLX are Pioneer turntables.
Okay.
So yeah, be getting them back. So we can probably do some stuff again. That'd be cool.
Are we done?
We can be. It's about that time.
How long are we in?
Must be 2 hours.
Just short of 2 hours. So
Yeah, that's
taking off the first 10 minutes of nothingness.
Touche.
But it's
Touche.
fine. I think we got over enough time for that.
Yeah.
Any last words from
Simon.
you, Simon?
No, I say enough words.
Yeah.
I don't know, this was fun though. I had such a good time. It's very, very cool to have open conversations.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome
like,
to join us anytime.
Thank you so
Totally,
much. I
man.
actually would love to be
There's
back.
a lot of space in
Do
the
you? Yeah. So tell us about your channels and whatnots and handles and where can people find you and follow you and.
You
Or
can
should we just put it on? We'll put
Yeah,
the
just put it
links.
on.
We put the link in the
Yeah.
in the
Put the
description.
Put the linkaroo. We do have some really cool guests coming up. So if you ever feel like one of them tickles your fancy and you'd like to join us,
Who's
let us
coming
know.
up? Who's coming up?
We got
Oh, we got some crazy stuff
Yeah.
coming up. I actually I'll read one. Nah, I don't want to give it away.
we'll tell you off air.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
tell you
cool.
off air. We'll have this discussion off air.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then also if you know of anybody else that that either has a cool store. So our vibe is cool, funny, or strange. So anything like that.
Like
That's-
a cool,
Something
like
different.
like a person who controls puppets. What's it called? Mannequin.
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist.
That would be really
Mannequin
freaking.
holder.
That,
Mannequin holder. I think that's illegal.
but that yeah. So I don't know. Just
That's interesting. Like even if someone
Interesting
came on with
people.
pets and stuff like that, that's just fun.
so anything, bro. Like
cool.
I think
Anything out of the ordinary.
We've got some really when I say out of the ordinary, again I don't want to ruin it because I ruin it, but we'll tell you off air like this.
That's
the
dope.
Yeah,
videos are coming up.
so the whole idea is, I think I don't know, we're tired of seeing the same stuff on social media, and we
There's
tied.
some cool people, man, that have either
don't have-
made nothing,
Yeah, they don't
made
have a
something amazing
platform.
out of nothing, or have
Yeah.
a crazy idea, or doing something that's changing the world, or doing
Yeah.
something just has a weird look on life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know about that shit.
So we're just putting that out there now. So if anybody comes and steals this idea, remember that we time-stamped it here, mofos.
And the scream rave.
And the screen.
That's more important. Steal the podcast idea. Just don't steal the scream rave. I'll send you the template to make your own logo. Keep the scream rave sacred.
Get the right-handed mug if you need to as well.
And so, guys, this is us. And thank you, Simon, for coming
Thank
through.
you so much.
It was
It was
such
so much
a
fun.
joy having you here. And I'm sure we'll have you on again. I think you're gonna become our regular because I like your style, sir.
Thank you so much, man. It is so
Yeah,
much
he's got a liquor style. He's got a liquor vibe. He's on the same vibe as us.
Andy hasn't been, what's it?
If you say
Abused.
molested.
Molested.
I don't
knew that
have
was
a
coming.
pedophile
The
story
only one
like
here-
you guys have.
the only one here that
But
hasn't
you know
been
what? I
molested.
will work
That's your
on that
homework.
for next time.
You got homework now.